Breaking: Jorrel Hato set to join Chelsea in massive £55 million deal, everything you need to know. Picture this: you wake up on a regular Friday morning, check your phone, and suddenly see the news that could change Chelsea's defensive future forever. Jorrel Hato, the 19-year-old Dutch sensation that top clubs across Europe have been chasing, is about to become a Blue. Yes, you read that right. Chelsea have pulled off what many thought was impossible. After months of speculation and countless rumors, the deal is finally happening. But who exactly is Jorrel Hato, and why are Chelsea fans going absolutely crazy about this signing? More importantly, what does this mean for our beloved club's future? Buckle up, Chelsea family, because we're about to dive deep into everything you need to know about our newest potential star. The deal that has everyone talking. Let's start with the numbers because they're pretty impressive. Chelsea have agreed to pay Ajax an initial fee of £35.5 million, which works out to about €46.5 million. But here's the thing: the total package could rise to £55 million when you add in all the extras and bonuses. Now, you might be thinking, that's a lot of money for a 19-year-old. And you're right. But here's why Chelsea think it's worth every penny. Hato isn't just any teenager. He's been turning heads across Europe with his performances for Ajax, and several top clubs have been trying to get his signature. The fact that Chelsea managed to win this race tells you everything about how much they believe in this young man's potential. What makes this deal even more exciting is how quickly it's moving. According to reliable sources, Hato is expected to fly into London in the next few days. Once he's here, he'll undergo his medical examination before putting pen to paper on what's reported to be a 7-year contract. Think about that for a moment. 7 years. That's not just a signing, that's a statement about the future. Who is Jorrel Hato? Now, let's talk about the man himself. If you haven't heard of Jorrel Hato before today, don't worry. You're about to become very familiar with his name. Born in 2006, Hato is still just 19 years old, but don't let his age fool you. This kid has been playing like a seasoned professional for Ajax, one of the most demanding clubs in world football. When Ajax trust you at such a young age, you know you've got something special. What position does he play? Well, here's where it gets interesting. Hato is primarily a left-back, but is also comfortable playing as a centre-back. This versatility is exactly what modern football demands, and it's probably one of the reasons Chelsea were so keen to get him. In today's game, players who can cover multiple positions are worth their weight in gold. Remember how useful players like Cesar Azpilicueta were for us over the years? Hato could offer that same kind of flexibility but with the added bonus of being left-footed. Standing at around 6 feet tall, Hato has the physical attributes to succeed in the Premier League. He's strong in the air, quick on the ground, and has that technical ability that you expect from any player who comes through the Ajax system. But what really sets him apart is his football intelligence. Watching him play, you can see that he reads the game well beyond his years. He knows when to push forward, when to stay back, and how to position himself to help his team both defensively and offensively. Why Chelsea needed this signing? Let's be honest about our current situation at left-back. While we have options, we've been looking for that long-term solution in that position for quite some time now. Ben Chilwell has had his injury problems, and while he's a quality player when fit, his availability has been a concern. Marc Cucurella has shown promise but hasn't quite nailed down the position as his own. This is where Hato comes in. At 19, Hato represents the future. He's at an age where he can develop and grow with the team over the next several years. Remember, football careers are long, and investing in young talent often pays huge dividends down the line. But this isn't just about age. Hato brings qualities that our current options might not have. His ability to play centre-back gives us tactical flexibility that could be crucial in different game situations. Imagine being able to switch between a back four and a back three during a match just by moving Hato to a different position. There's also the attacking side of his game to consider. Modern fullbacks are expected to contribute going forward, and Hato has shown he can do exactly that. His pace and crossing ability could add a new dimension to our attack, especially when teams sit deep against us. What this means for current players. Now, some of you might be wondering what this signing means for our current left-backs. It's a fair question, and the answer isn't straightforward. Competition for places is healthy. It pushes everyone to perform better, and that's exactly what we need. Chilwell, Cucurella, and now potentially Hato will all be fighting for that starting spot. The best player will play, and the team will benefit. But here's the thing about squad depth, it's not just about the starting 11. Over a long season with multiple competitions, you need quality options. Injuries happen, players need rest, and sometimes tactical changes require different types of players. Having three quality options at left-back might seem like overkill, but look at successful teams like Manchester City. They have multiple players for every position, and it's one of the reasons they can maintain high standards throughout the season. The Ajax connection. There's something special about signing players from Ajax. This is a club with a reputation for developing some of the world's best talents. From Johan Cruyff to more recent stars like Frenkie de Jong and Matthijs de Ligt, Ajax knows how to produce quality footballers. Their youth system is legendary, and any player who makes it through their ranks has been taught the game the right way. Technical ability, tactical awareness, and mental strength are all part of the Ajax DNA. Hato coming from this system means he's already been tested at the highest level. Ajax don't just throw young players into their first team for fun. They only do it when they're ready, and the fact that Hato has been trusted with important games tells you everything about his quality. What can Chelsea fans expect? So, what kind of player are we getting? Based on his performances for Ajax and the Dutch youth teams, here's what you can expect from Jorrel Hato. Defensively, he's solid. He doesn't get caught out of position often, and he's strong in one-on-one situations. His height gives him an advantage in aerial duels, which will be important in the Premier League where crosses and set pieces are a big part of the game. Going forward, he's exciting to watch. He has pace to burn and isn't afraid to take on defenders. His crossing is accurate, and he has an eye for a pass that can unlock defenses. These are exactly the kind of qualities you want from a modern fullback. Perhaps most importantly, he seems to have the right mentality. Playing for Ajax at such a young age requires mental strength and confidence. The fact that he's ready to make the jump to the Premier League suggests he backs himself to succeed at the highest level. The financial side of things. Let's talk money for a moment because £37 million is significant investment. Some fans might question whether a 19-year-old is worth that much, but here's how you should think about it. First, this isn't just about what Hato can do now, it's about what he could become over the next 5 to 7 years. If he develops as expected, this could end up looking like excellent value for money. Second, the transfer market has changed. Young players with potential cost more than they used to, especially when they're already performing at a high level for top clubs. Ajax knew they had a valuable asset, and they priced him accordingly. Third, consider the alternative. If we waited another year or two and Hato continued developing, his price would likely be even higher. Sometimes it makes sense to invest early in promising talent. Finally, with a 7-year contract, we're spreading that investment over a long period. If Hato becomes our first-choice left-back for the next several years, the annual cost becomes much more reasonable. How will he fit into our system? This is probably the question most fans are asking right now. How will Hato fit into the way Chelsea like to play? The good news is that his versatility makes him suitable for different tactical approaches. Whether we play with wingbacks in a 3-5-2 system or traditional fullbacks in a 4-3-3, Hato should be able to adapt. His technical ability means he should have no problem with our passing game. Ajax players are used to keeping possession and building attacks from the back, which aligns perfectly with how modern Chelsea teams like to play. Physically, he should be ready for the Premier League. At 19, he's still developing, but his frame suggests he'll be able to handle the physicality of English football. The key will be giving him time to adjust to the pace and intensity of our league. The competition factor. One thing that makes this signing even more satisfying is beating other top clubs to his signature. According to reports, several Premier League rivals were interested in Hato, but Chelsea managed to get the deal done. This sends a positive message about where our club stands in the transfer market. Despite some challenging periods in recent years, we can still attract the best young talent from across Europe. That's a good sign for future transfer windows. It also shows that our recruitment team is working effectively. Identifying and securing promising young players before they become household names is exactly what successful clubs do. What happens next? So, what can we expect in the coming days and weeks? If everything goes according to plan, Hato should complete his medical and sign his contract soon. Once that's done, the real work begins. He'll need time to settle into his new surroundings. Moving to a different country at 19 isn't easy, even for professional footballers. The club will need to support him through this transition period. On the pitch, don't expect him to walk straight into the starting 11. The Premier League is a step up from the Eredivisie, and he'll need time to adapt to the pace and physicality of English football. But here's the exciting part, we could have a front row seat to watch a future star develop. If Hato fulfills his potential, we might look back at this signing as one of the best pieces of business the club has done in recent years. The bigger picture. This signing isn't just about filling a position, it's about building for the future. Chelsea have always been at their best when they've had a good mix of experienced players and promising youngsters. Hato represents exactly the kind of investment that successful clubs make. Young, talented, versatile, and hungry to prove himself at the highest level. These are the ingredients for long-term success. It also shows that despite all the changes at the club in recent years, our ambition remains as high as ever. We're not just trying to compete today, we're building a team that can compete for years to come. Conclusion: a bright future ahead. As we wait for the official announcement and those all-important first photos of Hato in a Chelsea shirt, there's plenty to be excited about. This isn't just another transfer, it's a statement of intent from our club. We're getting a player who could be our left-back for the next decade. Someone who's already proven himself at a top European club but still has his best years ahead of him. Someone who brings the technical quality, physical attributes, and mental strength needed to succeed in the Premier League. Of course, no transfer is guaranteed to work out perfectly. Football is unpredictable, and young players don't always develop as expected. But everything we know about Jorrel Hato suggests this could be a very smart piece of business. The fact that Ajax were reluctant to let him go, the interest from other top clubs, and the fee we're paying all point to a player with genuine quality and potential. Now it's up to him to show that potential in a Chelsea shirt. So, Chelsea fans, get ready to welcome our potential new star. Jorrel Hato's journey in blue is about to begin, and if everything goes to plan, it could be a journey worth watching for many years to come. The future looks bright at Stamford Bridge, and Jorrel Hato could be a big part of making it even brighter. Welcome to Chelsea, Jorrel, we can't wait to see what you can do.